This is my English Language Arts Study-1 film study. For the film I chose, I did A Dog's Purpose, which is directed by Lace Hailstrom. It's written by W. Bruce Cameron, Catherine Michon, Audrey Wells, and it stars Josh Gad, Dennis Quaid, Peggy Lipton. And unfortunately, I wasn't able to find any of the dog actors in this film. I searched the cast and credits of many different websites, and I was only able to find the actor for Ellie, not me, the dog, and that is Hercules, a German Shepherd. For this assignment, we had to pick 3 film techniques and analyze them. And I picked emerging symbols, environment, weather, nature, and lighting. My theme statement for the film was, through friendship and being present, acts of service, a person and dog can find their purpose, which can result in happiness and fulfillment. And the theme of the movie is sort of summarized by Bailey in the end, where he says, have fun, obviously, whenever possible. Find someone to save, and save them. Look at the ones you love. Don't get all sad-faced about what happened, and scrunchy-faced about what could. Just be here. Now. Be here now. That is a dog's purpose, and that is in the final scene of the movie. Lighting. Explain the purpose of lighting in the film. Consider darkness and light. Does lighting focus on a character or object? Why? Is the source of the light realistic, symbolic, designed to draw attention to detail, or used to augment a character? Are shadows used to conceal, to dramatize, or to symbolize aspects of a character, action, or theme? Whenever Ethan is in trouble with his father, the scene is captured with more shadows, with the scene having a more gloomy feel, giving the audience a sense of discomfort and disgust. The lack of lighting gives characters more shock and dramatizes them. In contrast, when Ethan is with Bailey, the environment is warmer and softer, showing a sense of home and family between Ethan and Bailey, as well as the audience, connecting warm lighting to friendship, love, and bonding. The film uses natural lighting to its best advantage by using an environment to lighten or darken a scene. This includes natural sunlight, or the coloring of leaves, the color of wheat just swaying in the distance. This technique is used to show the nature that a main character is connected to. By being an animal, Bailey is often outside, even in his other lives. Due to Bailey's coloring, he often stands out when he is juxtaposed in nature, causing him to look shiny when he is highlighted. Scenes with tension in them often have a gray lighting in them, showing not a lot of color, oftentimes with a little bit of blue, but it captures the lack of happiness in the scene. It just shows fear and being scared. This can be seen in the scene where Carlos and Ellie are in an apartment building and they are given their instruction to... That was my cat. And they are given their instructions for a search and rescue mission. Scenes with really dark lighting or no lighting at all capture the feeling of disattachment, disconnection, loneliness. Examples of these scenes are mostly used in the life where Bailey is a dog named Waffles.
I named him Waffles.
And his owner is Wendy, and he's forced to be kept in a backyard, and you can see that he's just there, alone. There's nothing happening. He's just watching the days go by, and at one point he's just sitting under a light and everything is dark around him. And then this lighting is used again when Bailey is at a train station where Victor abandoned him. The scenes where Ethan is happy and he is playing with Bailey, and their friendship is really being captured and they're bonding together. The lighting is always warm, it's bright, it's natural. It just has a sunny, happy feeling to it. And this same feeling is captured when Bailey is a corgi named Tino, and he's hanging out with Maya, but is also in scenes where Ethan is with Hannah. With the exception of the scene where Ethan breaks up with Hannah and they're just sad. To summarize, the gray lighting that has almost no natural light or no artificial light either, it's just gray still rooms, symbolizes tension and fear. It's the lack of emotion. Scenes with darkness symbolize loneliness, abandonment, disconnection, and scenes with warm lighting symbolize friendship, happiness, and family. Weather does not affect the plot. It does not reinforce the plot of A Dog's Purpose. It affects the theme, it affects the tone, and it affects how the characters are feeling. Weather has an emotional connection to the characters and the audience in A Dog's Purpose. Scenes with sunny weather with lots of greenery and bright yellow leaves give Bailey and the audience a sense of happiness. When Ethan and Hannah are playing with Bailey, the weather is beautiful in every scene. Warm weather connects to happiness, friendship, and being present, which is seen with Maya and Ethan. When Bailey is named Waffles and is living with Wendy, the weather is cold, snowy, and depicts Bailey in a drab place. He is forced to live alone in a backyard, and the gray weather supports this feeling of loneliness that was not present when Bailey was with Ethan. With the cold weather being shown, Wendy is not present. Bailey does not have a friendship with Victor or Wendy, and no one in the relationship is happy. From what I have seen in the film, the environment, weather, and nature are used to give the audience almost the same feeling that Bailey has as a dog. Where are dogs most of the time? They're outside. Bailey is running around. He's playing in leaves. He's catching footballs. He is running through the grass. He's sitting in the rain. Bailey is connected to the environment because he's a part of it. He is an animal. We as humans are also animals, but we have umbrellas. If we are cold, we wear a jacket. Dogs don't have that same ability. They're more connected to the world than we are. I found a symbol connecting dog to human for Tino and Maya, Carlos and Ellie, and Ethan and Bailey in the film. I was not able to find one for Waffles and Wendy, and I think this is simply because they did not connect to the theme very well. They were not present in the moment, they were not happy, they were not friends, and they were never present in Bailey's life. So that is why I feel like they did not have a symbol to connect them to the theme. In the lives where Bailey is with Ethan, they play together using a deflated football. This football is a reminder to Ethan that he loves the sport, but because of his injury, he could not fulfill his football career. By playing with a deflated football with Bailey, he is still living out his dream, and his life is gaining fulfillment, friendship, and he's being present in his life with Bailey. The deflated football is a symbol of friendship. Ellie, not me, the dog, is a police dog and does acts of service. Like police officers who have guns, Ellie has a tool, which is her nose. She's a search and rescue dog. She sniffs and finds. Guns symbolize service and work. However, the smell of a gun stings Ellie's nose, showing they also symbolize some sort of danger to Ellie. Despite this being a symbol, the gun mostly is relevant to the plot as functioning as foreshadowing to Ellie's death later, and this is simply because Ellie's life is very short-lived in the film. So I feel as though its symbolic relevance is less and its foreshadowing is more significant. In the life where Bailey is a corgi named Tino and he's living with Maya, he actually has two symbols. Food comes with comfort and peace for Maya and Tino. When Tino loses Roxy's, these feelings start to fade. Roxy and Maya were both present in Tino's life, however, friendship Tino had with Maya was not the same as he had with Roxy. Once Roxy came into Tino's life, he did not care about food anymore. Roxy was in charge of that for him. food was a way of friendship for Tino and Maya, and Roxy being present was fulfilling for Tino. Essentially, things like chips, pizza, and ice cream symbolize the man and dog friendship between Maya and Tino. However, Roxy and Tino had a being present in the moment symbolism, and that connected to the theme. And simply put, it was dog and dog connection, something that Bailey did not really have in any of his other lives. He was always just with Ethan, or he was with Wendy, or he was with Maya. So to have a dog and dog connection is something new to him. In Bailey's final quote of the movie, he says, "Lick the ones you love," and he says, "Be here now." And those mostly connect to his relationship with Roxy, something that we as humans don't really understand. It's only something dogs can understand because it's a dog and dog connection. We understand love differently, and Bailey even observes this. He says that Ethan and Hannah get all sweaty, and that Maya gets all sweaty. It's just a sweaty feeling. But when he feels love for another being, i.e. Roxy, it's not a sweaty feeling. It's something entirely new. And that's how Tino/Bailey learns what love is. I used the Stream app on my apps to make the film project video. I am going to upload this to YouTube and then give you a link to... If I'm sending it to you, please know that I've given you a private link. So, hey, you're the only one who can see it for now. Depending on what the grade is, I might change this and make it public. Who knows? It's up to me. But I hope you enjoyed the video. I really enjoyed making it. I didn't have to make a summary, so I hope this is okay. I just want to give credit to all the dogs who were in the work of this film, because apparently none of the cast decided to give credit to the dog. So good job, dogs of a dog's purpose. You did good. Very good, boys. My favorite dog is a Great Dane, if anybody was wondering.